when you have a group of people that do not even remotely understand their fan base. What the Pittsburgh Pirates did over the weekend.
Oh.
All you have to do, I always refer to it as management by walking around. And I mean it's in anything. Mm-hmm. Like when some people will ask me about the state of the country or whatever, I can say, well, you know what? I go around a lot of different places and see a lot of things. I don't just sit in some think tank and go, that's just what I think. Yeah, okay, why don't you walk around a little bit? Mm-hmm. Take a trip. Well, it's the same thing with this. Why aren't there people walking around the ballpark and seeing all the 21 jerseys that are in the ballpark? Okay. Now, there will be some Skeens jerseys, but there aren't many 13s out there. Mm-mm. There aren't many 60s out there. Mm-mm. Okay. 21s.
Roberto Clemente.
All over the place for Roberto Clemente.
And the news you're, of course, referring to was...
They had the Clemente 21 on the right field wall, and that wall is 21 feet high to honor Clemente. And it's called the Clemente Wall. Mm-hmm. And why do you think it's called the Clemente Bridge? Okay? They had the 21 there. They took it down and put an advertisement there. Hey, what are you doing? I mean, who sat down and said, yeah, well, we'll put it there. We'll just take that down. Nobody's going to notice? Right? And I've got a funny feeling that some of the people who, were a part of this really don't know who he is.
No.
I'm telling you, my gut is from the outside that the people who made that decision really don't know, who he really is, and they don't know the connection of the fans to who he is. And because the people I see wearing 21s around the ballpark, right? No offense, they aren't in their 60s and 70s, okay? They're in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. He passed away more than 50 years ago. So these aren't fans who finally remember him playing. Hey, you've got a whole segment out there that never saw him play a second. They weren't even born when he played. And they're wearing 21s because they feel that attachment to him, either through highlights or stories or the greatness of the man or what he meant to the community, what he meant in terms of everything that he did from the heart to help other people in this area, in other countries. He died doing that. There's an emotional attachment there. And you have people running that club and those below them. There's people that in this chain that had no idea what they were doing. There are people who are higher up that took responsibility for it. But no offense, those aren't the people that made the decision. Somebody else go, oh, yeah, what do you think? Oh, yeah, I sold this on the radio. Yeah, we'll just put it, we'll stick it there. It'll be great. Right? Somebody went out and consciously sold it to put it in that spot. That means you have no idea who your fans are. Now, they're putting it back. Mm-hmm. But I'm sorry, you've now made a statement that you don't give a damn about your fans, your history, or anything. You just care about getting a buck, right? And you lost money because you did it, because people are going to be so disgusted by it. There's going to be a couple of games they're going to decide not to go to this year. They'll go to 5 games a year, and there'll be one they're going to sit out, and you're going to lose the money from because I'm not going to go to see these guys, right? Mm-hmm. And you watch them play. They're a bad team. I mean, they beat the Yankees yesterday. Mm-hmm. But I'm sorry, you do something like that. This is an organization that cannot afford to make a single public relations faux pas, and they made one of the biggest ones they could make.
The literal opening weekend. The first possible weekend you could have a mistake happen. Right. They off rip.
But again, it's done because you probably, I'm just guessing, in all likelihood, you probably had some people down the line in the organization that had zero idea what that meant to the fans.
Nope.
Right? And all you've got to do is walk around the park and see all the 21s there. And the 21s are worn by teenagers, 20s, 30s, 40s. He died 50 years ago. Mm-hmm. You've got to be somebody that's I saw him play. Mm-hmm. I saw him play.
Yeah.
Right? It was Poetry in motion as a player, right? I remember the New Year's Eve he passed away. Like, okay, and I'm not a Pirates fan. I didn't grow up a Pirates fan, but I knew darn well who he was, right? And appreciated who he was. What a great player. I remember his 3,000th hit off John Matlack. I remember watching it, right? And you've got to know who you are and who your fans are. And whomever, and it's more than one person. Because remember, there are people that said, hey, great idea, we'll do this. There are people that approved this. Okay? This was not a person that made a mistake. This is a person that just said, hey, great, oh, yeah, we're going to get money, we're going to put it there, it's going to be great, oh, yeah, that's right, hey, way to go. Probably got patted on the back for selling it. Right? And had no idea who their organization is, had no idea who their fan base happens to be, and have no idea about the emotional connection they feel to somebody 50 years later, because the vast majority of their fans never saw him play a game, yet to this day love him.